Hi everyone, welcome to Season 2 of Death Defined with Matt Quoker. As a funeral director and dealing with death every day, I think it's really important that we open up the topics surrounding death and dying. So this is the forum where we get to meet everyday people and learn about their lives and their experiences surrounding the taboo subject of death. So let's go inside before I get too wet and start the day. Today I want to welcome back Joe, who was actually from Series 1, but today he's brought along his beautiful wife, Lella. Now, just before I go on, how many years have you two been married for?
57.
How many?
57.
57, Lella. And beautiful years?
Lovely.
Lovely.
Was,
Up and down.
we went through, up and down, we went through.
And how many children you have?
3 beautiful children.
3 beautiful children. And you're an amazing cook, I hear.
Yes.
So, Joe, it's been over 12 months since we last met. So, has much happened in your world in the last 12 months?
Well, not much really, but I had an operation.
You had an operation, did you? So what you got? You had something.
Cancer.
You had cancer, did you?
Lungs, yeah.
You had lung cancer.
Yeah. And
Right.
I've been thinking a lot. And anyhow, what happened is that with Lella, she, every time we talk about death, she just stopped me and say,
But you know what though? She's here today. She's here today, stepping outside the comfort zone.
I'm
so that's
glad. And
amazing.
she started to change mood about this.
About
what happened with the first one that we've done it.
Yeah.
And I'm really convinced that what I'm going to do after I pass away, you know what I mean? And now I've convinced her, and that's why she's here today.
Oh, you know what it is for a couple that have been together basically all their lives, to have something so confronting as cancer, and especially something as aggressive as a form of lung cancer, whether it be small cell or large cell. It is, because how old are you, Joe?
82.
82. How did your mind go, Lella? Did you call for the support of your family? Did you want to be left alone? Did you get angry?
I was worried, a lot of worry, but at the same time, I closed myself.
Yes.
But I ask help to the kids.
I think, and God, of course, and
very
St. Gabrielle, and
Yeah, and I pray a lot.
Of
I
course,
pray a lot,
of course, because the whole thing is with something as confronting as cancer, and everyone hears that cancer word, and it's automatically already you're dead. When everyone says cancer, that's it. My life's,
Yeah, exactly.
But for you to get through that, and for you to also now open up your mind to, well, what if? What would have happened? Because your experiences of death, Lella, throughout your life, because being Italian, Italians are very committed, they're very religious, death is not often talked about, but when it happens, it's a big thing.
It is a big thing.
Your experience with death, have you had any bad experiences or good experiences?
Yes. When I was a little girl, 7 years old, my grandfather died.
Right.
And those days, when they put the person on the coffin.
Yeah, coffin in the house?
Because that's what my mother told me.
Yeah.
My grandfather left the open.
Oh, they had the mouth open.
And they used to put a big scarf forward.
Yes.
And then he grabbed all the grandchildren and tell us to go to him and kiss on the cheek.
Right.
I did it.
Yeah.
But in the time I kiss him, I feel like something left on my lips, and at the same time I feel like his mouth was moved. And from then, from 7 years old,
It traumatized
I
you?
never see any dead person.
Really?
I didn't want it anymore.
Really?
27 years ago, his sister died with cancer.
Right.
And me and Joe was the only family taking care of her.
Right.
And when she died, I have my courage
It just came?
coming to me to help her out until the last minute she died.
Wow.
But for so many years, I wouldn't even go nearly to that person. And she died at 1 o'clock at night.
In the morning she died, 1 o'clock
And I'll tell you a story if I got time.
No, you tell time. You take as much time as you need.
That night we come home from the hospital and the nurse said, stay how long you want to, because I don't think so she will reach in the morning.
Right.
Okay, we went, stayed until 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock we went home, we had a shower, we went in bed. Soon we start to hug each other because I was thinking of her to die. The phone ring, and the nurse said,
She's gone.
Eleonora passed away.
Wow.
But before that, I get up, I went to the toilet.
Yeah.
Between the door on my bathroom and my bedroom, there is a door. Through the front window on the house, we got the spotlight.
Yeah.
That spotlight went on. And when I passing through, I could see her body in front of the house when she used to come in and knock on the door.
That's a gift.
And that's why I went to him and I was close to him because I was scared. But I didn't say nothing to him.
Yeah.
Not even 10 minutes later, the phone rang.
That was
and
her
said
saying
she
goodbye.
passed away. And to me, I was talking to the priest. And he said, she come in to say ta-ra to you.
Yes, you did. That's a blessing.
Yes.
That is a big
And
blessing.
to
Lily.
me, every time I'm sick or something, I thinking of her.
Yeah,
and
of
I
course,
pray to her.
it gives you strength.
Yes.
Strength. And Joe, with you, when you were going through the treatment yourself, what was your thought process? Were you, I'm going to beat this, I've got to look after my wife and my kids?
I had faith in this specialist, the good specialist. He said to me that I was very healthy, and he said you, not guarantee, I mean, doctors doesn't guarantee.
No, they can't.
But he said, you got a good chance that you will survive this and be positive about it, which I did. But after that, and then we had a few discussions with Lella, and that we got to
Decide, what if something does happen?
To, because she never believed in be cremated or anything like that. She never want to talk.
I just didn't want to talk about that.
She doesn't want to talk
But the
about
whole
it.
thing is though too, as I said to you, Joe, the laws like now change. If Lella, when her time comes, says buried, you cremation, you can put your ashes with her burial.
That's beautiful.
There's lots of things you can do.
You know why I changed a little bit on my mind? Give me help. We got a very, very good friend.
Well,
she's
Aldo, he
89.
knows.
No,
No,
talk
not
about
that.
Rosa. I didn't even tell you yet. 89 years old.
89.
Special friend. She's 10 years older than me. But we've been living together wherever. We even have the house in Jervis Bay. She had the house. We used to go together for so many years. And till 3 months ago, she was very good, very healthy, Sicilian woman, very active. And 3 months ago, she fell and then she had dementia. She ended up to the hospital. The other day, she went to the nursing home. And I keep thinking, look what life can happen. In 3 months' time,
it can totally turn, can't
just,
it?
you know, and I said, well, better start to think about and talk about it.
God love you, God love you. Have you guys actually had any discussions about what you want and what you want, or is it still a work in progress, Joe?
I had a discussion with the kids actually.
Yeah.
Lella
still gets upset.
She
No,
didn't
I
want.
can handle now, I
Actually,
can handle.
She didn't want me at the time. She didn't. She said no, I don't. But I said, that's it. I made my decision, and actually we had to do this through COVID was.
Yes.
And so Tiziana organized with through the camera, like what do you say?
Zoom.
Zoom, yeah. And the three of them, the three children, I decided that I want to be cremated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lella, what are your thoughts? Cremation or
No,
burial?
I didn't even tell him yet.
Yeah.
Last night I was thinking. And I come into the decision. Who's going first? Be cremated.
Yeah.
The children, they could have the ash.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Until the other one die.
You mix
Put
it
them together. And he wants to go to Jervis Bay, in front of our house there, and throw them on the water.
And you want to go there too?
Yes, but together, not one of the time.
Good, we'll hold you.
I didn't even tell him.
Oh, that's brilliant, Lella. That's brilliant. The thing is, though, you know what? This is why it's so
I
important.
didn't even tell the kids yet.
Oh, Tiziana will be hysterical, you know? you know what it is? You're always together. And there's two things no one can ever take away from you, and that's what's here and what's here.
Of course.
Yes.
Right? And then I must be the one that mixes you together, so I'll have a conversation with
You're the one, you make us together to have this decision.
But see, you know what? It's good that you've made that decision. You let your children know so they follow it through. And that's really important.
But
yeah, I made the decision after the operation.
until like today, just the last couple of months,
right.
because of that lady, what happened to that lady in 3 months' time, she was so full of life. And I start to think,
And that's good. So at least now you've got that set
Yeah,
pathway of what
definitely. Oh,
you've
yes.
heard it. I've heard it, so she can't change your mind. How do you feel, like Lella? How do you feel about making that decision? Do you feel like a weight's been lifted?
Yes. Especially because it was not this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk about it. I will keep it for myself.
Inside, yeah.
But now I feel like, oh yes,
Actually, I'm relieved since I called them, like my children, and told them about what I wanted. And actually, I had a big relief since then, because with Lella, I wasn't unsure. I want to talk about it.
Well, guess what? Now you know.
Now I know
The
for
only
sure.
thing I
Now
was
this is
talking-
my
Yeah.
second relief.
Oh,
The only thing I used to talk to my children, especially when we have a
The meeting.
dinner together,
yeah.
I used to tell them, don't you dare when Nonna die, go to the altar and say, Nonna this and Nonna that, and Nonna was like this and
Yeah.
Nonna. I said, I don't want none of you to go there and talk about
About the
me.
eulogy, you don't want a eulogy.
No, I said, but you tell
A
me
small
today.
one, a small
You
one.
hug me, you tell me now in front of me.
Do either of you have any questions for me about the process or about what we've discussed? Because for me, I can't, because that was a big bugbear for Joe about you, Lella. I'm so proud of you that you've come to that decision.
Actually, the question was what Lella said before. So, if the one pass away first, so you put in a jar, sort of.
Yeah, you can buy a jar.
And one of the first day.
Tiziana will keep it
No,
because
no,
she's
you,
a big one.
you keep
She's
it.
the big one.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
You
yeah.
keep
I
it
keep
while,
it here, yeah.
while you're there.
But I don't
Then-
trust you to keep it.
So, what happened when the other one?
So when the other one goes, so what will happen is
So
whoever goes first.
you mix at the same jar.
So what?
is it?
No. What will
No.
happen is you.
Two jars.
Yeah. So what will happen is the first one's cremated, bring the jar in. Second one cremated, bring the jar in.
Yeah.
I get your ashes in the box. We then put half in the jar, put half in the other jar, and then I go like this, like a cocktail, and then I shake you all together. Just kidding.
Isn't that nice?
So you're together forever. But basically, I just half. So half your ashes will go in the new urn, or half later will go in the
Oh,
new urn,
right, okay,
and then
yeah, yes,
we swap
yes.
that way. That's how we do it.
Okay.
But I tell
So
you,
you didn't make a cocktail.
we're very proud of you because to know you and to go through this make us feel good.
Yes.
And there is so many family I know, so many people I know, like me.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about. And after the children, they don't know what to do. And I
causes
feel proud
conflict.
of myself. for
I'm
what I
so
do.
proud of you
Yeah.
because you know what? By saying this and by expressing this to your children, there's no arguments because they say
Yes.
it came from dad's mouth, it
Oh,
came
yeah,
from mum's
exactly.
mouth. This is no argument. Whereas when you don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I am so relieved.
Yeah,
that we've
whereas
done
when you
this.
don't talk,
I'm so
and plus,
relieved.
you know
Me
what?
too.
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
good.
you're amazing. You're both amazing. Tiziana, come here for a second. Your mother said that she wants to be cremated and mixed with your dad.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
Isn't it nice? We've brought out the box. They want to be cremated. Good on them. Jay's sitting there. They're the most. I love your parents. They're beautiful.
Tiziana, isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? All right, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you
nice,
coming.
was nice.
So wow, like Joe is absolutely amazing, and to meet Lella is just an absolute honour. I actually got emotional during that interview because to see two people so in love after 57 years of marriage, it's just, in my opinion, it's not often seen in this day and age. Two people so devoted and willing to open up to someone about their thoughts on death and something they always thought was taboo. So I'm absolutely honoured and blown away that they've both come in and spend the time with me today, because I will be going to their house for dinner and I will be having that invite. And when I do get that invite and I have that dinner, I'll be posting it on social media for all to see.